Friends, colleagues, clients, and fellow concerned thinkers and doers. This is not news for you. Our world is exploding. Old stabilities that once held sway no longer hold. In the time that is coming, methods for creating value that were sufficient even a decade ago won't be enough. Machinery, practices, and education that once looked solid and grounded are no longer reliable. 5,000 years of carefully developed sensibilities are failing us. As we enter the 21st century, we find our world in a state of deep turbulence and anxiety. The structures that have held it together for centuries are breaking down at an unprecedented rate. Terrorism, climate threat, imminent global financial collapse, polarization of masses, environment and food corruption, rising mental diseases, rising physical diseases, poverty, slavery, cruelty to animals, collapse of family structures, shortage of water, unhappiness with work, refugee situations, and other major global breakdowns are rising while new ones are peeking their heads. The collapse of our civilization as we know it has begun. Worst yet, our educational systems, technologies, and enterprises are not even close to ready for the kinds of design and mobilization that will be required to deal with massive imminent breakdowns. As these monstrous challenges rise before us, how shall we prepare ourselves? We live in an emerging age of dynamic service networks. Nothing we have studied in our universities and schools has prepared us to deal with what is happening. One recent example of this is that the most powerful, richest, and the most stable political establishment in the history of the planet has been taken over by a trickster. All bets are off. 30 years ago, when Fernando Flores, Chauncey Bell, and their associates pioneered a new approach to designing businesses, creating value, and living a satisfying life, they anticipated this sort of time would be coming. In his landmark thesis, Management and Communication in the Office of the Future, in the early 80s, Flores spoke about the upcoming convergence of economic and technological forces, bringing new threats and new opportunities. Flores, Bell, and others warned us that what was coming to be called management sciences was not going to the serious ways of dealing with what they saw on the horizon of the next decades. 2 years ago, when Chauncey Bell and I established Harvester, we were both concerned to invent new offers and tools and cultivate new skills and sensibilities for navigating effectively in this new age of service networks. We articulated our mission in simple language: start a conversation about designing new practices and mobilizing people to deal with the challenges of the present era and preparing to build a new world by building better enterprises. The modest success of 2 of our flagship programs, Mobilize and Mapping, have given us confidence that we are aimed in the right direction. We are thinking about designing more comprehensive offers, and we plan to formalize and expand our educational offers through what we are beginning to call Harvester Academy. At the same time, many of you have asked for a forum where people can bring their business concerns and cases and engage with a serious community to practice and further hone the new skills and sensibilities introduced by Chauncey Bell in our programs. We have been thinking about what to do next and have spoken with some of you about our ideas. The top question on our mind is that how we are going to dance in the world that is shifting in fundamental ways. At this time, we have decided to create a cost-effective way for people to learn and practice new skills, discuss real business issues, support each other, and contribute to an ongoing development of an emerging discipline that, for the moment, we will call business design. With this in mind, we announced the launch of the Business Design Club. At this time, membership is by invitation only. We invite you to join. If you think we should invite someone particular from your network, let us know. The club will meet every 2 weeks for about 2 hours via Zoom. Before each meeting, we will choose a topic and send you something to read or watch and prepare for a discussion. During the meetings, we will ask a couple of people to present cases to discuss with the community. It could be your difficulty with closing a sale, finding new customers, looking for a new job, growing revenues, identifying wastes, inventing new maps, or learning a new skill. We will be revisiting several topics and materials covered during Mobilize and mapping workshops, and we will also bring in new distinctions and topics as we develop them. As part of this community, you will have full access to the club library, which will contain past papers, book recommendations, materials, recordings, resources, members directory, and so on. From time to time, we will invite guest speakers to share their wisdom and experiences with the club members. We anticipate that a new community of serious global players will emerge out of this work that would support each other in learning and developing new business opportunities and identities. The fee for joining the club is $135 per month. Please join via www.harvester.academy. We will hold the inaugural meeting of the club via Zoom on January 29th, Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. That would be 10 a.m. Monday, Sydney time. If you have any comments or questions, we would love to hear from you. Friends, I'm very excited about this and look forward to having you join us on this adventure. In solidarity, Sakit.